Hello there! Welcome to SkeletonKey Productions. I'm current Grace Kokon. Let's get into the video. Today's video, this is the first time we filmed for quite some time, and we're just going to basically give a bit of an update for the channel because we finally hit it. We finally got monetized. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and we finally hit 4,000 public watch hours. Yeah, so if you've seen our previous videos talking about how to get monetized on YouTube, and other kind of videos where I was talking about like the channel, yeah, definitely give those things a check out and see. It took me a lot longer than I kind of thought, but at the same time, as time went on, I didn't expect to get this early. I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's a long journey and stuff. Yeah, so if people who want to become professional YouTubers, it's a long thing. Now obviously my channel in many regards is quite niche, in particular doing like alternative history things. Obviously not every Tom, Dick and Harry is interested in that kind of stuff. So obviously if you're doing channels to do with like singing or to do with gaming, etc, it might be a different story for you. Don't be put off by it and think, oh, it's going to take 11 months before I get monetized. It might be much quicker for you, it might take a lot longer. It really does depend. But the kind of moral for it is basically, if you decide that you're going to do something, stick with it. So every single week, I've done 3 videos a week, and yeah, I've stuck with it. And I might have changed like the days I do it on and stuff, but I make sure that it's 3 videos a week, right? So stick with it and see where it goes and stuff, right? Because up until not so long ago, the channel was, I didn't expect to get monetized this early. For the first 10 months, well actually I'm going to read through some of the kind of like figures and stuff, yeah, but in a little bit, but you know, for the first 10 months I did not expect it to kind of get to kind of like where it suddenly has got in the last month, right? So just a little bit of an update. The reason why I've not filmed anything for a while and why you've seen a lot of just the clip videos, yeah, time and time again, is because, you know, the video that I filmed about English national identity, on that day I actually had COVID and stuff, right? And like the next day I ended up having to take time off of work. I was sick but not so sick, so mainly for me it was like a migraine and stuff. I felt very like lethargic and stuff. Even now, like the sense of smell and taste is a little bit funky. I'm not fully lost and stuff, but either way, like kind of obviously for a lot of people the symptoms are much worse than they were for me, so I was quite lucky in that regard. But it did mean that like I was unable to film for quite some time, so that's kind of why I ended up just having to just put clip videos out and stuff. But during that time I happened to get monetized, so we're gonna just read through some of the figures now, right? So each month, so I launched the channel on the 19th of August, of 2020. So each month I've like written down the numbers for like kind of what it is for the 19th of each month, yeah. So I've been keeping track on like how the channel's been growing. So here's some of the figures for what it was in the 10th month, yeah. So this is the 19th of June, right? So on the 19th of June I had 23,611 views. I had 401 subs, 1,485 watch hours, and the average view per video was about 182, right? So for each video I get roughly about 182 views, right? So that's what it was by the 19th of June. So that's kind of where my channel was. However, by the 19th of July, so just 1 month later, it had gone up to 82,529 views, 1,023 subs, 8,383 watch hours, and it had gone to 577 views per, as an average view per video, right? So as you can see, very quickly it all just took off. And the reason it took off was because of just one video, which is the one on What If Ireland United. So definitely check that out. Last time I checked, I believe it had something like 64,000 views, and like each day I kind of tend to get about like at least 1,000, if not like 2,000 views from it and stuff. So that video I'd done months and months before, and literally on like the 50th day of that video being about, because of like current events in like the world and stuff, in terms of, because Northern Ireland is, lots of issues with there and stuff, and it's kind of it's an ongoing news story and stuff, and will be for many years. So 2/3 of my views have come just from that one video, but it took 50 days for that video to take off at all, right? Before it was literally on like a few hundred views, and all of a sudden it just literally went bang. So the moral of the story for this is, if you're a YouTuber, once your video's out, you don't know what's going to happen. It might get 50 views, it might get 65,000 views, it might get 1 million views. You actually don't know. So it's kind of a like it's kind of pot luck in a way. You don't really like you can do videos that are kind of like trending and stuff, and you can try and like ride certain waves. But honestly, you're talking about like I've done over 100 videos and it's just taken one to give me like 2/3 of my total views and stuff, right? So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you don't know which video is going to pop off. So all you can really do is just be consistent and make high quality stuff and hope that just one of the videos will just kind of take off, and then it'll have a bit of a snowball effect and stuff. Yeah, it's had a bit of snowball effect in terms of some people have like been able to watch some other videos and stuff, but it's not dragged up the other videos as quickly as I would have liked it. But at least I know I'm onto a good path and stuff. So there is going to be a part 2 to that video, just because the level of engagement, the comment section was so so going to kind of address some of the common questions and some of the common points in that. And also I've left like the school I was working in now, so I actually have a lot more kind of freedom, not that I didn't have before, but I have a lot more freedom to be able to voice what my own views are, because in those videos people in the comment section, well, the vast majority of people in the comment section, obviously you get some like twits, but the vast majority of people were basically saying, oh, it was very, very balanced and it was very neutral and stuff. Obviously there were some people with ideologues and stuff who just was like, no, but the vast majority of people said it was very balanced and very neutral and stuff. However, in this second one, I'm kind of going to give my own opinion, which is obviously going to be somewhat biased and stuff. So just be prepared for that. That's not going to be as neutral as the one before, because one before it was just very much like, here's the information and stuff. Like do with it like what you will. Whereas this one's going to be very much like, this is what I kind of think on like these kind of issues stuff. Now, in terms of monetization, I didn't expect it to be kind of like how it is and stuff. So first of all, when you eventually kind of reach the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs and stuff, what happens is that YouTube then basically asks you to fill in some forms and stuff and fill out like some details and stuff, and it takes like maybe 3 to 4 days. It takes several days for them to process it. At which point, from that point on, once everything's all okayed, then you have to go onto your videos, and you have to select like all of them, and you have to like apply for all of them to be monetized, and it takes like a little bit of time, not like that much, but for me obviously I had like hundreds of videos, so it took ages, right? So monetizing them, I was really surprised with the channel. I've expected the vast majority of my videos, because it's like political and historical and stuff, I expected the vast majority of them to not be monetized. So I was expecting literally to get like pennies a day, like literally if I got like 3p a day or something, I would have just been like, wow, like kind of I'm up. And that kind of ties in with like what my New Year's resolution was, which was basically, count your blessings, right? So any little minor thing, I go, jeez, rather than being like, oh, is that it? So so literally I wasn't expecting it to be the complete opposite, right? There's only 7 videos out of, I believe, 144 at the current time. There's only 7 videos which can't be monetized, and that's because like they're talking about like Hitler and stuff. So anything to do with like World War II, like with regard to like Hitler, the Holocaust, all that kind of stuff, immediately you're not getting, and anything to do with war and stuff, that kind of can't really get monetized. But like, so if anything, there's only 7 videos that can't be monetized, and the other 137 or whatever can be. So that's really a relief for me. So as a result, I've got roughly about £3.50 like per day from it and stuff, right? Which is not a lot, but either way, the point being that I managed to get a lot more money than I was expecting, but it still is not going to be enough for me to like live off and stuff. So I've got a year's worth of savings saved up. I'm still doing some little odd jobs as well, but it's a thing of me like leave my full-time job, this has kind of got to be it. So as a result, so I have set up a Patreon account, and I think it's one of those things where no one wants to be the first one. But yeah, there is in the link in the description for all my videos, so scroll down and then like, someone help me out and stuff. And also as well, like if you do actually, if you become a Patreon, I'll put your name in like the videos and stuff, and like shout you out and stuff, so it's just to show like some appreciation. And also as well, if people have like suggestions for certain videos, I'll also try and like tie that in as well, so that will really help me out. Also as well, I'm aiming by this time next month, don't quote me on that, but I'm aiming for this time next month to have prototypes for all the different merchandise. So whether that be t-shirts, like hats, coffee mugs, key rings, these kind of things, right? I'm looking to have prototypes of them so I can show you them in the videos and be like, this is like what the different things look like and stuff, yeah? Would anyone be interested in it? Because I think it's easier to kind of see something and then for people to be like, I like the look of that, rather than to hypothetically talk about what do you think a t-shirt would look like? Would you want a t-shirt that you don't actually know what it looks like? You don't actually know the quality, etc. So I'm going to try and get all those things sorted and stuff, yeah? And so I'm going to be like running like merchandise as well, hopefully by September. If at the very latest, if there's all kinds of like headache and stuff, it should certainly be by Christmas, yeah? I'm aiming at the very, very latest to have it kind of sorted by Christmas. And so now with like all the kind of business things kind of sorted out and just explained and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna also be talking about like the future like videos to kind of be looking out for. So at the moment, obviously, I have a huge backlog of alternative history videos which I need to like splice and put into clip videos. Now I've tried to do 2 a week just to kind of like catch up, because at the moment the clip videos, I don't know how to explain it without it being some long-winded thing, but basically I'm still back in March when it comes to the clip videos, and obviously new videos have been produced and stuff. So I need to kind of catch up a little bit. I know obviously while I was off on COVID, I was doing 3 videos a week, so that helped to speed things up a bit. I'm gonna still be producing 1 new video a week, at least. And the rest of them will be clip videos. I haven't decided necessarily what day that will be on. Probably it will be on Thursdays where new videos will come out, but still those clip videos are very useful. Like even if you saw like the full length video a few months ago, are you necessarily going to remember something like months later? Yeah, not necessarily. And watching those clip videos is just the really honed in part of it. Things that you might have missed anyway, yeah, or just, it's just good to have that kind of information, yeah. So don't just be like, oh, it's a clip video, I'm not going to click on it and stuff, yeah. Definitely check those things out, because sometimes that can enhance your understanding of a subject more than watching like a 20-minute video of it. If you watch like a 10-minute video of it and you go, oh, these are all the key bits, yeah, I'd advise kind of watch it. That's why different channels do clip videos. That's why I did the idea in the first place, right? It's like, you know, it works. So that's kind of like the future of like that for a while. But once I've finished the alternative history one, because I'm really itching to get onto the next one, which is going to be film reviews. So now with regard to like the film reviews, yeah, so basically I'm almost at the end of the alternative history videos, right? So like I said, I really want to like get these finished, yeah, because the film reviews I'm gonna go into like a lot of depth in, and I'm really passionate with film, and that's kind of what I always wanted the channel to kind of become, right? So the whole starting point for me doing the channel in the first place was that I've written multiple film scripts and I want to get into the film industry and stuff, right? But I wanted to create a platform for myself first, and then to basically kind of grow from there, so that kind of basically people come to me rather than me kind of going to them. And also it's a good reference to be like, hey, people like, you know, like different agents and stuff, etc. Look, like I've got people, you know, clearly watching these videos, clearly enjoying these videos. So when like I have actor friends that I have who are gonna read like extracts from my scripts, already I've had some people in some videos talk about like kind of, oh, actually I'd really like to see one of these films be like made. I'd like to see one of these scripts be made into films and stuff, right? So that's already kind of encouraging. So I kind of, if I create enough of a kind of platform and stuff, then the idea is that people then will be like, oh, okay, that's really good. And also as well, just to kind of have, it's good to have a kind of platform and stuff anyway. You know, so that's kind of the whole reason for that. But before I kind of get into doing like the extracts from my films and stuff, I want to do film reviews, because I know that alternative history and history in general is relatively niche. Not everyone's, you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. And so I know that films, like a lot more people will be interested in films and stuff, and actually in some regards I will enjoy like doing like films reviews as well. While I was off on COVID, I ended up watching a whole lot of films. Some films I thought were good, and you know, I'll definitely do videos on them. Some of them I probably will do videos on them, but it will be like critiquing them because I think like they're kind of overgassed in certain regards. But anyway, that's just kind of a side note. So how basically it's gonna kind of begin. First of all, before doing film reviews, I'm going to do reviews on certain plays, yeah, particularly like Shakespearean plays, especially like some of like my favourite. I'm not going to do like every single Shakespeare play because not I don't enjoy all of them, but certain ones I like really enjoy, such as like Richard III, Julius Caesar, Macbeth, all those kind of ones, right? So I'm going to kind of go into, you know, Romeo and Juliet as well, of course, and like things like that. So I'm going to go into like a lot of depth with those kind of videos, and kind of talking about the context of it, etc., etc. Very English literature kind of like ish, yeah, like kind of going into like into depth on these kind of things, yeah, because I'm a real like nerd for that kind of stuff. Then I'm gonna basically go into reviewing Disney films, right? I'm gonna do that from a chronological order, so starting with the very first Disney film, and basically kind of giving a bit of like a in-depth kind of like biography of Walt Disney, and then kind of just like talking about like different parts of like the company, yeah, you know, so just because I think that Disney films are like really enjoyable also as well. Obviously lots of people like them and stuff, but also people like them because the messages in them, like the storylines, the overall themes, like they're unifying things. That's why they're called family films, not just kid films and stuff. Like everyone like can watch it and like actually get something from it. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about like each film kind of chronologically. Then once I kind of finish that, then I'm going to go into doing the film reviews thing. Roughly speaking, it's going to be 100 films to watch before you die. However, obviously that list will probably enlarge itself over time. Like I've got 100 films, but I know just from like every now and again I kind of go, oh, that film's really good. So it probably will be much more than 100, yeah. So don't know how long that's kind of going to last and stuff. Probably I'll have enough videos kind of planned for probably into next year and stuff, yeah. Like so this channel is not going anywhere. Like we've still got plenty of content, never mind like all the other little side like hobbies and stuff. I could do videos on like four-way chess and like how that links into geopolitics. It sounds very abstract, but yeah, like there's lots of things I could do videos on and stuff, because I have a wide range of many different interests that I could talk for days and days about. So yeah, so that's kind of just a basic kind of update of where the channel is and how far it's come and where it's going to. So I wanted to just let you guys as the fans know what the deal is basically, because I've spoken to this obviously with my friends and family, but obviously you guys are from all around the world, so you don't know me or what my plans are. And I just wanted to kind of say actually, even if 30 people watched my videos, yeah, and that was it, I don't know 30 people who genuinely, like out of my friendship group and family group, yeah, I don't know 30 people who routinely will go and watch my videos. So the fact that even one stranger is watching my videos and enjoying it, that already is a win for me. And everything else above that is a bonus. The fact that I even have one sub who's I don't know and stuff, yeah, is already just like amazing, right? So the fact that I've got now is like over 1100 subs, and then obviously like thousands of people watch my videos and thousands of people have liked my videos, it means a lot to me. And I just kind of want to like let you guys know that like I'm and even if you watch the videos and hate them, yeah, much love to you lot as well, because you're entitled to your opinion. So hate away, because like, that stuff's motivating as well. If all the comments were just positive, yeah. You know how annoyed I get when I could have like 1,000 like likes on a video, right? And if I have one dislike, I'm like, oh damn this guy. But that's good as well, yeah, because you know, you need a balance of positive praise and like negative like not praise but whatever, like you need a balance, yeah, to kind of ground you and stuff. So I just wanted to say like I'm really moved by the responses I've had and just the level of engagement I've had, and yeah, like bring on the future basically. And I'm glad that I hope that many of you kind of come along with me for the journey, and yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it so far. I wouldn't have quit my job if I weren't enjoying it, if I didn't believe in this project. And yeah, so with that being said, have a great day and bye.